All right, let's go. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, regardless from where you're going to be viewing this recorded stream right here on YouTube. All right, so I remain your humble Van FX right here. Okay, so today, what do I want to talk about? Today, uh, we are going to look at the market. Okay, so I'm not just going to like talk about uh, how we should have, you know, traded the market in this certain way and make profit. So what I want to talk about really is we have market structure. We have a bigger market structure. We have a smaller market structure, and then we have the what I call the medium. Should I say the medium or the inner structure? Okay, let me just put it that way. The inner structure, all right? So these are basically what I want to talk about. Now, if you are looking at my chart right now on Euro AUD right here, okay, and this explanation I'm going to do here, you can do it on all time frames, right? But I will always tell you guys, okay, with all due respect, this is my own personal humble opinion, and this is the way I've been taught, okay, guys. You cannot guess the market properly if you don't have your monthly bands. I will always refer back to the monthly bands, right? We have the monthly resistance band, okay, and we have the monthly support band areas. All right, guys. So believe me, without this stuff, you wouldn't. And I'm not saying this for those of you guys that are already very smart, you know your way around the market. I'm saying this for a complete beginner, all right? Without the monthly bands, it's going to be difficult for you because this is the monthly time frame right now, as you can see here. It's going to be difficult for you to know the direction you should be trading to, all right? And as a beginner trader or beginner analyst, it is wise, in my own personal humble opinion, and reasonable that you should always stick with the extension, which means the impulse leg of the market or the impulse structure of the market instead of the correction, or the correction can be referred to as the retracement. All right, guys. So I prefer that you, for example, stick to what I call, this is how the market started at the monthly band area, for example, right here. Okay, so I prefer you stick to this movement, all right, and buy this market, okay, like this, all of this, and forget about this. Because why I'm saying this is because this serve as the what, the correction, the retracement, okay. Now, why am I saying you should stick to these movements only? Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because, as you can see here, speaking about the monthly band, you can see that, like I said in some of my video, if you have watched some of my video, whenever market comes to monthly band area support, for example, it goes back to resistance, comes back to support, goes back to resistance, and like that. So this is how the forex market works specifically. It works on the monthly time frame in between the monthly support resistance bands area. Okay, now in this case, I'm going to go to another currency pair that over time we can really see the monthly band being respected, okay, on multiple grants. Okay, for example, we have NZD card, right? So let me use this as an example, all right? So back in time, we can see this was the level. Now we don't want to talk about this movement. This right now, as it is right now, is not relevant, okay? Because the market moves in between the bands, okay? So like I said in my very first video, all right, the forex market is about import and export of raw materials. All right, these two countries, as you can see, New Zealand and Canada, right? Whatever they are importing and exporting is what we are looking at. The data of what they are importing, they are buying and selling. All right, you know, when they import, they pay money to import goods to their own country. That is Canada. Canada pay New Zealand whatever they want to import. They import it from New Zealand to Canada. They pay Canada money, right? So the data, the amount of goods that they are buying, we don't know. But that money that they used to buy that goods, the money, the data is what we are seeing reflecting right here. And you don't need to take my word for it. You need to make your own personal research too, right? Don't take my word for it. As a matter of fact, you're not even meant to take my words, what I'm saying. Because I did the same thing. You want to make your own personal research to find out, all right, your truth behind this market, all right? Now, so this is actually what is going on worldwide. Now, we also have people that are traveling from one country to another, right? Okay, people who are traveling from Canada to New Zealand, those that are traveling from New Zealand to Canada, they are going to buy their currency, okay, physically, right? Yeah, physically. They're going to buy the currency of this country. New Zealand citizens are going to buy Canadian dollar because they are going to Canada probably for tourists or family visit because they need to spend Canada dollar in Canada, not other currency, right? And we have other people too that are traveling all around the world to Canada. They're going to buy Canadian dollar. Or we have other people too that are traveling all around the world going to New Zealand. They're going to buy the New Zealand currency too to spend it right there in their country, all right? So that is when they are doing this buying and selling, the data is what we are seeing. The data is what you guys are looking at right here. Okay? The data is what we are looking at right here, right now. And you and I also, who are not traveling, okay, who are not buying raw materials or selling raw materials, we are also buying the dollars, buying the Canadian dollar or selling the New Zealand dollar right here online, right? So the data is what we are seeing fluctuating. So back in time, to keep trade balance between New Zealand and Canada on the chart, okay, based on the chart, they have these monthly bands. So this is a trade balance between them, all right, these two countries. Now, when price came down to this area, they push price all the way back to the upside, right here. And once you come to resistance, they maintain the same trade agreement between them. So whatever trade agreement that they have between themselves is between the band. We can see the data on the monthly chart right here, right? And then their trade agreement still continues, excuse me. So their trade agreement still continues right here, right? All the way. And then back to this place again. And then up again. So at this junction, what are we expecting? From the past data that we've seen, that we've studied so far right now, okay, we're expecting nothing other than price coming down to this. It's going to do whatever it wants to do, then finally it's going to come down here. All right. So if these two countries continue to maintain their trade agreement, all right, balance, then we are going to see the movement of the data like this inside the monthly band area. Okay, so long term, when we talk about the bigger structure of the market, all right, we'll be expecting price to come down here. Long term, we're expecting price to come here. So as a beginner analyst or trader like me, okay, now I'm not talking about the professional ones, the skillful guys. So a beginner analyst and trader like me, if I'm on the smaller time frame, for example, now we're going to go back to Euro AUD, okay? So, and it's still the same thing. Right? So we don't have I'm not a professional trader like those big guys, you know. So I don't have much data. Right now, the data TradingView provide me with is this, right? So right now, we can see that price came to resistance back in time right here on Euro AUD, right? Right here. And then it came to support, just like what we saw, excuse me, it was here, support here, resistance, okay? Just like what we saw on the NZD card, right? And then here. And now we're expecting price to go up to this level before going down. And let's not get carried away. The market has not gotten to resistance band area yet. All right, it has not gotten to, it has to come towards this area. And we have the Fibonacci. So I'm not talking about the Fibonacci, but the Fibonacci can also help to guide us. All right. Now, why I'm saying that this is what we need to buy as a beginner analyst or trader, we need to buy the extension leg, which can also be referred to as the impulse leg. All right, this circle here is because this circle, okay, I'm going to go back again. This circle is in the direction of the monthly band, right? So remember what I said? I said the market has not gotten to the monthly band here. So for me, I'll be expecting the market to come towards this area because of the Fibonacci is showing me the proper direction that the market needs to get to before we start seeing a reverse to the downside. Okay, all right, that's what the Fibonacci is guiding me to see. All right, good. Now, if we are buying this movement, we are buying in the same direction of the monthly band, and 7 times out of 10, believe me, we are going to be having more and higher winning rate than selling the market to the downside. So selling the market or selling the retracement will be against the monthly band. All right. So if we buy most of the time, we know that long term the market is supposed to buy. Long term the market is supposed to buy based, all right, based on this monthly band area. So the market is coming from here, it's going up, coming down, going up, coming down. So long term we expect it to push up. So for me, as a smart beginner analyst or trader, I'll go to the smaller time frame. I'll look for an opportunity to buy. Anytime the market is retracing, I'll just relax, fold my hands, study the market, watch the market, and then when the market started buying, then I'll buy. Why? Because I know 7 times out of 10, I might win the trade because of the monthly band support area. All right. So the monthly band support area is stronger than the retracement that is coming down. Right. And it doesn't mean that sometimes the market cannot fall for whatsoever reason that you and I might not know. Okay. Market can fall down back here before it goes back up again. All right. Like we can see here. Like we can see here back in time. All right. Right here. When the market was going from support, we expect it to go right here, right, before going down. But what happened once the market left this area? It went up, it almost touched, but did not. But for a long time, for years, the market playing between here and finally went up. Then it was supposed to go down. But what happened? From here, it went down, did all of this for years, went up again, then finally it came down. So who knows? For whatsoever reason, we might still even see the same scenario. Okay, the market can decide at this level, okay, for whatsoever reason between Canada, the European nations together with the Australia, for whatsoever reason that we might not know, the market can decide to come down here again before it push all the way up again. It can happen. All right, these are the possibility behind this forex market that makes us to lose sometimes. Okay, some things that we do not plan, something that we are not taught about, or we are not taught about, right? I'm correct with my English. All right. So that is it. Okay. So that is the biggest structure. Okay. The monthly band is the biggest structure. And let me just say the monthly band is not the biggest structure. Actually, I didn't want to talk about, but is the reason why we should be buying the bigger structure, the smaller structure, and the inner structure. In this case, for example, euro AUD. All right. The reason why we should be buying the bigger structure, buying the smaller structure, buying the inner structure instead of selling, it's because of what? The monthly support band area. Long term, the market must go up. Okay. And it has not gotten to that up right now, in my own personal humble opinion, because my Fibonacci is telling me that long term the market must come to hit this red line, all right here. So I will be looking for a buy on the smaller time frame. Now, this is the bigger structure: extension, retracement, extension, retracement. Now, another thing I want to bring to you guys' attention is that extension market is longer than retracement. Okay, impulse is always longer than correction. You guys want to take that into heart. Okay, impulse is longer than correction. Always. It is fact. If you want to confirm that, it's simple. All you need to do is take the ruler. Okay, so the impulse leg, which is the extension leg, started from here to the swing low to swing high. What do we have here? We have 42.92%, right? 42.91% rather. 42.91. Let's remember that number, 42.91. Now let's look at the retracement. Can you see that? 17.84. That is retracement right there. 17.84. Why the other one was 42? The extension, which can be referred to as the impulse leg, is what? 42.91%. Now let's look at the next extension leg from here, all right, to this side. You see, 45.30%, right? 45.30%. Now let's look at the retracement too again. That one was 45. This is minus 27.86%. You see that? Now, at this junction, I will be expecting this extension, all right, to go higher, probably 44% or whatever. I don't know, but it's going to be longer than this. That was what? 27%. Right now, how many percent do we have? We have 29 already, right? We already have the, but we are not going to consider this as a retracement for the monthly time frame, because this extension leg that is ongoing on the monthly time frame is going to go higher than this high. So we have higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. So we need the next high. So definitely the next high could be maybe 39%. We don't know. All right. But the point is that extensions are longer than retracement. Impulse leg are longer than correction leg. All right. So for me, I'll be looking to buy the extension leg instead of selling the retracement leg. And this is where we get big probability of more wins than losing. Okay. We get more wins than losing. All right, because we are aligning ourselves, our analysis and our trading to the monthly bands. All right, so we must align ourselves with the monthly bands. Okay, the monthly band long term is buy. So if I want to trade, I will look for a buy opportunity on an extension. Okay, so I'll go to the, for example, if I want to trade on the 4-hour time frame, right? I'll go to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, first of all, I'll look at the weekly. What is the weekly doing? I'm expecting a retracement down to this area, for example, right now. Okay, I'm expecting a retracement, and that retracement could decide to come all the way to this area here. Okay, so once that happens, I will go to the smaller time frame, daily. Okay, so I'm expecting that retracement to come towards somewhere here. Probably, as you can see, I have a buy area at this level. The market is there already. Okay, but if we go to the weekly time frame, we can see that I'm expecting the buy. The buy is already here on the daily, right? But I'm also expecting it to come here. But what for whatsoever reason, okay, on the monthly, I'm expecting the buy to be at this level. So what am I going to do? For me, for example, I'm just going to take a vertical line, no, horizontal line like this, and I'll put it like I'll go all the way to the weekly time frame. All right, I'm expecting price to come down here on the monthly time frame. On the week, on the daily, I'm expecting market to come down here. So this area might not be where I'm going to buy for, right? This area might not be where I'm going to buy for eventually, okay? But for whatsoever reason, okay, I'm expecting to buy at this level, okay? So if the market should come down here, then this my Fibonacci is going to be invalid. So I'm going to change the Fibonacci, all right? Now, I'll go to the 4-hour time frame right here. As you can see, right here. So I'm expecting the market to come here, right? So if the market should come here, I'll be looking to sell the market. I'll be waiting for me, in my own humble opinion, I'll be waiting to see more of the market falling down after here, going down a little bit. Then I can buy the market to the upside. Then if I'm buying at anywhere here, if I'm buying the market anywhere around this area, okay, that would be me buying the market in the direction of the monthly band. As you can see, we're expecting price to go up long time, right? So I will be buying the market in the direction of the monthly band, because the monthly band is a long-term buy. So 7 times out of 10, I will have more reason to win my trade, because I'm aligning my analysis and my trade with the monthly band direction. All right, so that is the point I want you guys to take. So if you are trading the bigger structure, which is the market structure, okay, or you are trading the short-term trend, which is the smaller market structure, or you are trading the inner market structure. For example, for me, this is my extension retracement on the daily extension, right? On the daily. I also have a short-term trend too. And the market structure for me here serve as also the short-term trend. So once the market breaks that low here, it's going to come down. All right. And if it comes down here, then I'll be buying from here to the upside. Okay. Then I will be looking for the smaller structure. Okay. I'll be looking for the smaller structure on the 4-hour time frame. All right. Right now, I have on the 4-hour time frame, I have the short-term trend. I have a lower low right here. I have a lower high here. Let's see the next lower low, right? So the next lower low is going to be here, and the lower high, and I have a lower low here, and I have a lower high here, and I have a low, not a lower low yet, but a low, okay? So I have that right here, right now, for me, on the 4-hour time frame. So this is the short-term trend as the smaller structure. I personally refer to the short-term trend as the smaller structure, all right? Now, all of this is what I consider an inner structure. For example, we see the market, consolidating at this level. Okay, at this level, it was making higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher lows, higher high. These are the smaller structure for me. So back in time, I would be looking for a sell back in time. For example, not a beginner trader like some of you. I'm a little bit higher, just a little bit from a beginner trader. All right, guys, don't mind me. I'm just kidding. For me, I'll be looking to sell this market because I have a strategy to trade it. But more fully, if I see a situation like this, for example, let's reverse. How do I always do that? Okay, for example, I will be looking to buy the market in the direction of the monthly band, right? For example, so the inner structure for me, like this market was coming down, I'm not going to sell, right? But I will be buying the market at this level because I want to align myself with the monthly band. That the monthly band is up long term, right? So I will be buying the market all the way like this, and I will make all of this profit. So as a beginner trader, that is what I would do, for example. Okay, so you guys want to try, watch this video again, okay, 2, 3, 4 times. Pay very close attention to my words. What I have said so far it has a very, very important point that you guys want to pay attention. Try to understand what I'm saying and look at the market, what I'm explaining, and you'll get my point. All right. So this is what I want to share with you guys today. Hopefully you like it, and it's going to be beneficial for you. You want to make use of it if you want, and take some few things and add to what you already know. Hopefully it's going to help you in your analysis and your trading in the nearest future. So like I said, J-Band FS right here on YouTube. You guys want to take your time and apply what you see that is beneficial for you. Hopefully it's going to help you. All right. Okay. So this is all I have for you, traders all around the world, beginners, analysts, and traders like myself. So if you like my video, please like, share with your friends and family. Those that are interested in learning about the financial market, specifically the Forex, okay, share with them, and hit the subscribe button, also the notification bell, so that you can get notification whenever I share any of my video. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Stay tuned for the next upcoming video. For now, bye bye.